Right, tonight's video, Fanula's back. My eldest hitting some shots, definitely losing a lot off to the right, so we're going to the studio at Honiton to try and fix her, get her driver back on the planet, and look at a few iron shots as well. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. It's free, but only consider subscribing if you're going to watch. Like if you like the content, hit that subscribe button. Now, if you're already subscribed, lots of you haven't got the bell icon turned on, so if you turn that on, you'll get notifications each time I post, and then you won't miss out on a video. So if you feel like you want to not miss out on one of mine, turn that bell icon on for me. Also, at the moment, I have a fun competition running with Strixon Golf. If you want to win 6 dozen Strixon balls of your choice, some people would call that maybe a year's supply of golf balls, possibly. All you got to do is follow Strixon Golf on Twitter, which I'll put the link in the description down below, and you need to be a subscriber of this channel with that bell icon turned on. If you've got all that, you're entered and you could win 6 dozen Strixon balls of your choice. Let's see if we can get Fanula hitting some straighter shots. So Fanula hitting a few 9-irons. We're going to see if we can help Fanula with her golf swing. She's getting quite keen again, hasn't played for quite a long time. We played a little bit last weekend with my parents and she's keen to get hitting a few more shots, so we're going to see if I can just straighten her out a little bit. Tends to go a little bit left, hits lots of good shots, but driver can be great, or a long way right is where we're going to try and kind of see if we can get the main gains. Okay, one more. So the pattern at the moment with your 9-iron and 7-iron there would be slightly heavy.
Yeah.
Bit of ground first. And also definitely left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, one more. Right, if we take a look at how you're swinging. So basically your club path with the 9-iron here is averaging 4.1 out to in. And then with the 7-iron, it's jumping from 3.5 out to in to zeros, averaging 1.4 out to in. Now, it doesn't capture the face all the time because of the way then the face is presented, which I'll show you on the mat in a second. Your face is averaging 5 degrees closed with the irons as well. So can you lie a club down on the mat for me? What you think 4 degrees out to in club path looks like. So put the club down in a straight line on the ground. So show me where straight line is with target. Yeah, lie your club down. Yeah, I agree with what you're doing there. Yeah, because the launch monitor is level with the mat, and your club is now 0 with the mat as well. That would be a 0 path. Your 4.1, sorry, you can see on the screen there, 4.1 averaging left. Show me that. Okay, so that's probably realistically, well, I'll show you what that is. Right up next to the club, and then pick the club up, move it away. Look at the monitor. That's 13 left. So it's the right idea, but it's small little margins that we're working on, okay? Now, if we look on Swing Cat here, what we're going to see is if you look at the direction your club is coming at that ball on, it definitely looks in a 2D world like it wants to swing where that ball is going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
You know, it looks, paths look like going that way.
Yeah.
So let's try a few next group of shots. 7-iron. All I want you to do is try and swing more to the right. Simple as that. Just try and swing the club more outright of the line on the screen. And again, practice swing. So what are you feeling like you're doing there? Yeah, so basically swinging to the right.
Yeah.
So you're just literally feeling like you're swinging. See if you see the white line on the screen here. Let's hit a few shots where you feel like you're swinging slightly right of that. So remember when you put the white stick on the ground, it was 13 degrees where you were 4. You only have to move this by 4 to 6 degrees. So it's like, let's work out what a small amount actually feels like to you compared to his rear when we measure.
Okay.
Give it a go. And another one. So definitely started straight at that one.
Yeah.
Still caught the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
Loads better. A little left still, but a lot better. Right, let's have a look if you moved club path there. So you had your miss hit to start, which is this one on the bottom right here, and then obviously we started to see, we still got short and long miss through strike, but we started to push more out towards target. If we go to club, this one's just called iron. You're now 5 degrees into out. So you've moved 9.2 degrees. So remember, I wanted you to move by 4. That's the real skill where practice comes in, is that, so you've brutalized, which is producing some better shots. But we need fine changes, really. We need to be able to move it by 2 and 3 and 4 is where you'd practice to. But really good. So if we look now at the different ideas that you present when I simply say swing to the right, so the takeaway becomes different. It comes a little bit more behind you. This is the one on the right here is the one. This one over here is the one. Swinging to the right, one on the left is the one with keenly swinging to the left. So you set on a slightly different angle. And then as you start down, we see a very different agenda coming with the line of the club to where it wants to try and spin out to. This one way over your right elbow, this one getting a little bit more laying back towards your right elbow. Which then in turn, as it comes down, you can see it then basically approaching the ball from a very different path, pushing it out towards target apart from side and left. That's simply you trying to hit the ball towards target. Like there's a target, hit it out there. Sometimes, we've said it before, you just swing and hope. You got to react. How many times do you reckon I've told you that? Like, I've said that before, haven't I? I don't mean as in I don't want to tell you again. What I mean is that you can react yourself. You don't want to have to rely on me to change this into this. I literally just said hit it there. Don't hit it there. You're good enough to be able to do that. Sky ball. Yeah, nice and straight, little low. I'll change the green actually, because that green's set for your 7 iron. So that's the one we get a lot of, isn't it? That's the one we need to beat. Okay, and again. Close. Certainly findable. That's the one. That was a good strike. It's just the face is not at a healthy angle. So if you come and look, right, if we look at your club data here, we've got an out to in path of 1.5, so close to 0. You're not swinging as far left as you were the iron, but you are still slightly swinging left. But the club face is 4.4 open to that path with 9. So the last one's a 9, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 6 closed, which is probably a miss it, 8 open, a 0. You're going to be right more than you are left, as we can see here. And you're 0.9 down, so the club is going down left and the face is being left behind, if you like. So the handle is ahead of the face, like we've said quite a lot before. So if you stand on the mat for me, set yourself on. So what does your impact, just move your hands to where you think they might be at impact. Don't swing, just where would the handle in relationship to the head be at impact? Yeah, you're happy to lead very much with those hands. We need to try and get the club overtaking. Yeah. Now that can be done often, most kind of constructively for people, if you do it at the top of your backswing rather than if you do it all at the bottom where it's going very fast and hard to control. So if you go top of your backswing and stop for me. So from here, I would like you to feel like you're going this way opposed to this way. So opposed to feeling like you're holding on to the club, handle gets in there first, club's left behind. I want you to feel like from here that you throw the club back towards the door in the back left corner here to then come through. Show me, so go top of your backswing and stop. So from here, really slowly, what do you do? Yeah, and then up to the top and stop. Really slowly, what do I want you to do? Yeah. So you're almost taking all that wrist angle out, you're chucking it away to try and get, basically we want this bit you hold on to line up a bit more with the grip end down the bottom.
Yeah.
We don't want it keep coming through like this at speed, because what happens is you rip it, but it goes over there. Yeah, a bit more chuck away. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
At the top, chuck that angle away, put the angle in, take it out. And again, up to the top and stop for me. Stay there. So as you start down, like you're casting a fishing rod, like chucking the head away from you. Yes, can we hit a couple like that? Cool, didn't get connected, but that is going to be, well, look at it, it's load straighter.
Yeah.
Actually went a little left. Does it feel weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, that will feel odd. Good effort, and again. So we've completely flipped the shape of those shots. They're all now going left.
Yeah.
See that? You've completely changed it. That's brilliant. So the two swings, one on the left is the ones where you draw it. I asked you to chuck the angles away. I've drawn a line on the shaft for both of them for your hand angle at address. And what we see, the left one where you chuck the angle away, we see a considerably lower hands. Hands here are not as high.
Yeah.
And then on the one where you hit to the right, we see a much higher hand delivery.
Yeah.
That's you basically trying to somehow get the club to catch up, but it doesn't. By keeping your hands lower through impact, that club has basically got more time to catch up for you, because you're not going to crash. This hand's coming up is basically you trying to send the club down. Where you can see on this one the club's already down, it's below the line and your hand's slightly above, it's already down, ready to go. All you need to do is turn through. We are seeing left hits because the face is not quite right. So I've changed it from driver to TS1, and we're now seeing path going slightly into out, you were left, and we're now seeing a face all closed, everything's closed, which is why it's going left. So we see a dispersion now, which is completely the opposite to when you were hitting. So we're seeing massive rights to now actually going slightly left. Two things you can do, you can aim slightly further right with this one. We might play with your grip as it unfolds and see, but to be honest with you, I'm quite happy that you're able to not hit one to the right with that fork. That's a fork that you now need to use on the course a little bit. Should we try a few more?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Little bit toey was that again? Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Got to monitor those strikes in. If you get a high toe, it's not going to perform. Yeah, so it's a bit high on the face, centered high. Bit of a miss hit, and probably could throw away a little bit more for it to come back. It's a good drive. Bomb draws, look at it up the left, love it. Really good. 166 total distance, good hits are going around 200, so not your best hit, but in play and workable. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if any of that makes sense or not. If it doesn't, I'll try and explain it in a different way, but hopefully it does. What I love with the tech in the Foresight Studio is that with all the complex tech and numbers and what have you, I'm able to give Fionnuala some very simple swing ideas. Then I can quantify how those ideas, those sentences work for her and her performance. And you could see there, the measured facts allowed me to deliver some simple ideas that completely changed how she hit the golf ball. And there isn't a better way to do a golf lesson, in my opinion, when it comes to changing the swing. It's got to be quantified. The sentences that are said need to not be cliche only. They can be cliche as long as they fix the issue that you're trying to fix. And without measuring, I always think that's going to be a lot of potluck and guessing. So very good work, Fionnuala, well done. Hopefully she'll keep playing. Let me know if this helps you down below or not. If you've had a lesson like this or you would want one, again, in that comment section, maybe down below, let me know. Thanks for watching. Speak to you all soon.